Welcome to another Be Connected World. We have Georgia here tonight. Georgia is one of the directors and co-founders of Peak Performance Coaching and Training. She is a master level transformational coach, as well as an NLP and timeline practitioner. Her mission? To empower leaders by assisting them to create a change with their subconscious mind on a conscious level by understanding what they do and the why behind it. How can your business get to that next level if you don't get there first? It's an inside-out job and by far the game changer in her past 10 years of coaching incredible leaders. And it's time to hand over to you, Georgia.
Thank you so much, Ali. Welcome, everyone. So good to be here again. Tonight is just a little short education on something really, it's true to me. This is something really big. It's a very big part of what I do. And because without what I'm going to educate you on tonight, many people's results are a reflection of what's going on inside of them. So tonight, it's all about the resistance of letting go of the past. Now, sometimes we get into the thing, our business is not working, things are not going right, people are annoying us, people have hurt us. And this is what this is all about tonight. It's just a little education on this. So the number one reason that people have a problem in transforming their lives is because they're afraid. They're afraid of letting go. And so many people suppress, they say, I'm good now. It's done. It's gone. I'm not going back there again. I'm past it now. I'm over it. Yet it still lies within the subconscious mind, right? So they're afraid of letting go of the energy. They're afraid of letting go of the stories and the pain that they've experienced at the hands of someone else. Now, it could be a past partner. It could be parents. It could have been a stranger. It could have been something very light, or it could have been something very traumatic and deep. Whatever it is, I will tell you this. You're going to have a very difficult time in your life transforming your life, right? Because if you're still holding on to the pain that someone else has given you, right? And the reason why that happens is because the pain is energy, guys. There's an energy to it, right? The pain is energy. Everything is energy, right? For most of us who understand that, it's great. The ones that don't, just step outside the box just a little bit, right? And that energy takes up space in your body. It takes up space in your breathing. It takes up space in your mind. It takes up space as a result in your life and your business, right? And so when you're giving your energy and your space to someone that has hurt you in the past, then the reality is that you cannot open up space for something new to come in. Love, results in your business, relationships, it doesn't matter. It takes courage to let go and to say enough is enough. That is no longer me. That was a version of me, right? That was a part of my journey, which is an education I did a little while ago on the universal law of relativity. It is what it is, and life is happening for me, not to me. So you must learn to do these three things, and I want you guys to write them down. Number one is to let go. Number two is to forgive. The ego hates to forgive because forgiveness is love. And forgiveness is true self-love in the deepest core of your body. And you got to learn to let go. And you got to learn to forgive. And you've got to learn number three, to accept. And those are the three keys to move forward in life. And that alone activates your higher self. And so many of us, right, we sit in the problem, or many don't even look at it as a problem. Many just see it as, you know what, okay, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to leave it. So you're not even voicing your truth. You're not speaking you're not setting yourself boundaries. You're allowing someone else to hang on to that power in you, of you. You're giving away your power. So why I wanted to speak about this tonight is so many of us, and I was there too, in business, right? Why are things not working out sometimes? We've tried, you've tried so many different things, but nothing is happening. And I've mentioned this before. I can give two people the exact same strategy in their business, what to do. One will get the results, one won't. Why? Because the one has actually let go and has opened up energy space, has opened up space to grow and to move forward. Well, the other one chooses not to, right? And it keeps them where they are. And the worst thing is when you see yourself exactly where you were 12 months ago in business, in life, relationships, health, whatever it is. So what happens there? You got to jump on a different vehicle because what you're doing is not working. What is it? Albert Einstein, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And so many business owners say, I'm going to work harder this year. And they do. And they get a little bit of results. But what you're doing is working harder, doing the exact same thing. Maybe if you changed it, right? It might speed up the process and it just might be easier to move forward. So that's it for me tonight. It's a short and sweet one. I hope it was valuable. And any questions from anyone?
Go ahead.
I just unmute. So apart from people letting go, Georgia, I already know the answer from my perspective, but do you find that people also aren't moving forward because even though they put their hand up and ask for help, they're not willing to do the work?
Absolutely.
They actually don't commit and they don't do the work.
Absolutely, Mark. And that is a big problem in this generation. A lot of people are, you need to you literally have to put your heart on the table, step into vulnerability and say, you know what? I've had enough. Enough is enough. I need to do something, right? And you're spot on there. They have to want to do the work. If you're trying, it's like we're trying to help people. If we try to help people because we know we can help them, we know that if they just did this, they would get there, and yet they don't do it because they're not allowing. They have a fear. They have an underlying fear of something, right? There's something going on inside of them they're not even aware of.
I had to let go of another client yesterday. I had to sack him as a client because he's too busy living in his sad, bad stories and doesn't want to move forward. So just wasting my time and effort. He's going nowhere. And I said, look, I'm sorry, I just can't help you. There's no point.
And that's happened to me, Mark, as well. I was coaching two women as business partners. They were getting amazing results. Christmas came, they took the time off and they came back, and they weren't doing the work. And I had to for the first time. And it was really uncomfortable, but you can't tell people that don't want it. And at the end of the day, you don't want to take their money. You're not taking it for what? For them to turn around and say, sorry, that didn't work? No. And they're stuck in below the line thinking, meaning they blame everyone else. What they're doing is the environment is at fault. So they're the victim in their environment and they don't realize it. But here's the thing, Mark, I want to add something. A lot of business owners or people in life or whatever it is in your life everyone gets to do this work. Everyone does. But the ones that don't do it early enough start to do it when they're at the bottom. They're on rock. Because I always say this, now I'm a big believer in God, and I always say when you're on your knees, you've lost your business, you're not making money, no one loves you, or you feel like no one loves you anymore, you've lost your partner, you've lost everything, and you're on your hands and knees. What do? What does so many people do? And actually, can anyone answer that? What do you think? What do you do when you're on your knees? You're just at your last, you got no money, you got nothing. What do?
You push and you push and you push. You don't give up.
You don't give up, but there's something else. I'll just throw it in.
I had to just reinvent myself just recently because I had to offload my two business partners who stole from the business. So I had to reinvent myself, wear a lot of debt. So I had two choices, give up or push and pivot. And that's what I had to do.
So I want to just add this to that. What happens, and this is very powerful, you may not have started to do this as the word, they begin to pray. And what I mean by that, they start to bring faith in, they start to bring hope, they start to, you know what, enough is enough, I've got to change, and so many people just say, please, I've got to get through this. Who are you talking to, right? Who are you talking to? We all have a faith. We all believe, right? But it's then that we start to believe in ourselves. And then the journey begins to your soul. So, yeah, really big stuff.
Wonderful.
Now
Does
your
anyone else have a question or a comment? No. Everyone's just taking it in. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Georgia. I'm going to